Good evening, Kella Price with Healthy Fit. Thank you for joining me today for Sunset Yoga. I'm really excited that the sun is out. God is so good. It was cloudy all day and very cold, and now it's a temperate weather. I am using a mat. I do have a chair. I'll demonstrate some chair options if you're not getting on the floor. You can do this with or without shoes. Slip off your shoes for the foot release that we're going to do at the beginning. I'm going to be using my Rolga tools. This is the Rolga Activator and the Rolga. These are amazing tools. If you don't have the activator, you can use a tennis ball, lacrosse ball, a golf ball, whatever kind of ball that you have available, and any foam roll tool. We'll be using these a couple times in the workout to do some self-myofascial release or foam rolling. It's like a massage for your body. We do have one stretch that I'm using a band. You can also use a yoga strap. I'm using my Slastics by Stroops. The only other thing you need is your water and a mat, again, if you are getting down on the floor. Grab your equipment and tools and let's get started. You can go ahead and slip off your shoes. Find a comfortable position on your mat. Let's try to align our sits bones so that they're both evenly placed on your mat or your chair, sitting up nice and tall. Feel your vertebrae stacked one on top of the other. Alignment through the spine like you have a string coming from your head, pulling and lengthening your neck upright. I know I just got 2 inches taller. What about you? Be in this moment. Today, our focus card is I am joyful. I experience beauty and delight in each moment. So as we're enjoying this evening yoga session, wherever you're joining me from, thank you for taking this time. Be joyful, enjoy the sunset and the environment. I'm enjoying the warm weather. Focus on being here in this moment. Forget about anything that happened today, anything that you need to do after the session, and just enjoy. You can place your hands on your knees, comfortably in your lap, or you can be in prayer. Close your eyes and become aware of the interior spaces of your being. Notice how this simple act creates a subtle shift from externalized to internalized awareness. Deepen your breath, making it slow and smooth. Receive every inhale as an affirmation and empowerment that you are joyful. Release every exhale as a deep healing and letting go. Deepen your awareness of your body. Send your breath to all of the outer edges of your body and allow it to flood the inner space. So as we breathe deeply, I want you to feel your ribs expand. Feel them expand in your chest. Feel it expand all the way below your belly button in your thoracic pelvic cylinder. Deep breathing, and as we exhale, exhale all the way down to your belly button, pushing all that air out, allowing those ribs to come back into neutral. Connect now with the earth. If you're seated in the chair, feeling your feet pressed onto the earth, feeling your bottom on the chair, feel the earth supporting you as you sit. Begin to silently say I on your in-breath and am on your out-breath. I am. This simple affirmation is a yoga pose for stilling your mind. Bring your consciousness down to the light of your heart. Visualize a light, like a candle flame, right behind your breastbone. Breathe deeply into this light, feeling more radiant with every breath. Give yourself the gift of just being here, now, in this very moment, in your body, in your breath, feeling more radiant with each and every breath. In connection with the earth, in connection with your heart. Remember that you have always been, and always will be, completely connected and one with all that is. You are one with all that is. When you're ready, open up your eyes. Find your focus, set your intention for today's work. Grab your activator tool or your ball. We're going to start with quarter turns, applying pressure starting at the heel, quarter turn release, massaging out from the heel up to the metatarsal heads or the ball of your foot, being careful of the largest bone beneath your big toe. Let's do that on the other side. Rotate and twist. Coming to a standing position now. Place your ball on the floor or the ground, pressing, starting at the heel. You can roll the ball a little bit with your foot over top, massaging everything out, applying pressure, using the chair for balance if you need it. Doesn't that feel amazing? Let's do that on the other side. Starting at the heel, pressing, rolling a little bit. Excellent. Taking your Rolga now, or your foam roller, rocking back and forth. Hold your toe up, pressing your heel towards the floor for a good calf stretch. Great job. Now we're going down to the mat to do some additional foam rolling. If you're at home and you're not getting on the floor, you can do these against a wall as well. Or you can just stand by until we're finished with this next segment. The Rolga, we're gonna put our calves into the two outside humps, pressing up onto your bottom, scoot your bottom back and forward. You can point and flex your toes, crossing over one leg and the other. You only need 2 to 3 rolls on each body part to really be effective. If you feel any tension, that knot, that trigger point, hold your foam roller at that point, your Rolga, and allow it to melt away before you continue. Let's flip over and go on to our shins. Same outside area. Starting with my knees on the ground in front, pressing up onto my hands, almost in a bear pose, rolling back and forth. Oh, that feels amazing. Massaging around that shin bone, but protecting your joints, not going over your knee. Let's move to the quads now. I'm gonna be in a low plank position. I'm gonna start with the roller down by my knees, hands wide, shoulders open, rocking back and forth, scooting with my legs, Let's flip it over. Hamstrings. Same outside edge. We're going into a reverse plank here. You can scoot your bottom back or elevate yourself on top of the roller. Rolling up so that your glute is resting on your roller or your roga. I'm gonna lean back ever so slightly, soft elbows, and find that sweet spot. This is like the elbow in the glute when you go to the massage therapist. Doesn't that feel great? Excellent. Last stretch for right now is the IT band. We're going to roll the side of the leg. So our bottom leg is straight. The roller is behind us. This top leg is bent. This is our pushing leg. Pushing back and forward, breathing through. If you don't foam roll very often, this is a special treat. This area gets tight and it's very difficult to get it stretched out. I'm gonna move this chair a little bit further away, just for the time being. Give us some more space. Let's do that on the other side. Same thing. Your bottom leg is straight. Cross the other one over, placing the roller above the knee, rolling up towards the hip bone. Breathing through. All right, come on up, set your roga aside. We're gonna use that later. I do have a jacket on as it gets chillier. It was 30 degrees earlier today. Chair, pushing back into your heels, reaching your arms forward. Again, you can use your chair for balance through this. Figure 4 stretch, crossing over, sinking into that stretch, chest up nice and tall. Again, chair, figure 4 stretch. Now, if you're not getting down on the floor and your flexibility is not here today, we can cross at the ankle, leaning forward, or crossing over at the quad, making sure we don't press on that ankle bone. Again, we're alternating the movement. Sitting back in the chair, weight in the heels, crossing over, figure 4 stretch. Nicely done. Sink into it. Feel that stretch on the outside of the leg here, yeah? Nice tall posture. Give me a smile. Be joyful. It's beautiful out this evening. Our next series is a sun salutation. Again, you don't have to get down on the floor. I'm going to show you an option. If you are using a chair for this position, you're going to plank off the chair, nice long spine. Okay, anytime we get into a plank, your plank is right here. All right, let's begin. Big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, step it out to plank. Step away from your chair or on your knees or toes. Hands are stacked under your shoulders. Elbows in, let's come down to the mat, Chaturanga. Up dog. Option, lifting onto the tops of your feet. Shoulders away from your ears, toes under, down dog. Hold this down dog here and pedal the legs. If you are in your chair here, you're pushing back right here for our down dog stretch. Bending our knees now in that down dog pedal. Right and left alternating. Let's step it in. Big roll. Lunge with knee lift. When we lunge, we want to step back, our feet are parallel. Knee is coming down straight in alignment with the toes. Drive that knee up, knee lift. Again, you can use your chair for balance. We're staying on one side. One more. Back to a sun salutation. So we're alternating between stretching movements and sun salutation variations. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, bring those shoulders back for me. Exhale, step it back to plank. Pressing through the palms, pressing, hands are stacked under the shoulders. Dropping down to your knee if you wish. Stepping forward into a runner's lunge. You can be in your runner's lunge at the chair, just like this. Again, on your knee or toe here. Let's rotate and reach. Feel that good stretch, stacking your hand, shoulder, shoulder, hand. Continue to breathe. Going into a hip flexor stretch. Arms are up, sinking forward, feeling it in the front of the leg there, yeah? If you're in the standing position, you're right here. Again, you can always use your chair for balance. Step it in. We're doing that whole series on the other side. Lunge, find your balance. Feet are like train tracks. Drive your knee up. Transferring your weight. Trying to get that 90-degree bend. Breathe in. Joy. Exhale, frustration. Has no need for you here today. Last one. Back to our sun salutation with a runner's lunge. Exhale. Half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, step away from your chair into plank on your knees or toes if you're on the mat. Stepping forward with the other leg now. Runner's lunge. Again, knee or toe, your choice. Rotate and reach. Feel that good stretch, sink in a little bit deeper. Everyone drop down to the knee who's on the floor for a hip flexor stretch. Again, if you're standing, your option's right here. Everyone step it in. Next movement, warrior two. Feet are perpendicular, nice wide stance. Open up your shoulders. Nice long line here in your warrior two, sinking it a little bit deeper. Again, you have a chair here if you need it for balance. Rotating into your right angle now. Hand on the quad, the calf, or the floor. Nice deep breaths. Feel your lungs filling. Feel those ribs expanding. Step it in. Sun salutation. Big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Shoulders back. Exhale, step it back to plank. If you're on the chair, we're going into single leg dog right here, extending that leg. Extend that leg, drive the knee to the chest. Transferring the weight. Point the toe. Last one. This time I want you to bring that leg all the way through, step it in, roll it up. We're doing that series again on the other leg. Stepping back, setting yourself up with your legs perpendicular, shoulders open and wide. Sink into that stretch. Wow, what a glorious view. Shoulders back, away from your ears. Right angle. Tip, resting your hand on your quad. the calf, or the floor. Did you know the sun can actually make you joyful? Step it in. The sun provides us vitamin D that releases happy hormones, allows us to fight off anxiety and depression. So it does really bring us joy. Sun salutation with a single leg dog on the leg that we just had to the rear. Forward fold. Half lift, shoulders back. You should look like a 7 here, feeling that stretch in your hamstrings. Step into your plank away from your chair, on your knees or toes if you're on the mat. Push back into your down dog. Pressing your heels towards the floor. Keeping your hips square. Extend that second leg, pointing the toe. Exhale, drive the knee in towards the chest. Point, exhale. Transferring your weight. You've got this. Last one. Step it in. Roll it up, big shoulder roll. We're gonna do a shoulder release using our roga before we continue our yoga. Coming down to the mat. Again, if you're not getting down on the floor, you can do these using the wall instead of the floor. My spine is very important that it has to be in the middle here. So this is going to protect my spine. Getting it set up. Just below my shoulder blades, supporting my neck, leaving space under my chin, scooting back into the roll. Back and forth. Now I have a hood, so I need to be mindful that I don't roll over my hood because you'll choke yourself. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it under my hands. Same thing if you have a ponytail. If your hair is long, I have mine in a bun today, so I don't have to worry. Now I have a lot of tension in my shoulders, like many people who work on the computer a lot. So if you find that tension, hold that spot and roll a little bit more. Let's release the lats now on the sides of our rib cage. So the roller is going to be behind us. We're using this first segment here, starting at the bottom of the rib cage, rolling up towards our armpit. Using that same beach pose, rolling back and forth, using your leg as a pusher, scooting yourself. Now this is also an area that tends to get a lot of built up tension and trigger points. So if you feel that area, stop and breathe. This is probably one of the more uncomfortable releases, but it will feel so much better and you'll feel your chest being able to move a lot more in our next exercises, which is the whole purpose. Starting at the bottom of the rib cage, rolling back and forth. Oh, I've got a good one on this side. Breathing through that stretch. You can roll side to side to change the position and really target that muscle. And the roga is great because of the shape, gives you a deeper release. All right, this is where we need our band. So grab your band or your yoga strap. I'm standing for this exercise. We want to have some tension, and if you have a band, it's going to give a little bit more than a yoga strap. You may have to adjust. I'm going to hold on to my strap just so it's not flopping around. Tension in the front, arms are straight, but elbows aren't locked behind. We're making a circle around our body, kind of like a rainbow with the band. Now you can see, because I'm using a resistance band, it's going to give at the points of tension where I have less mobility. Again, if you have a yoga strap, we want to have tension, but we don't want it to hurt. It should be a nice little stretch and range of motion activity. Last one. Set that band out of the way. Triangle pose. My feet are perpendicular. If your hip flexor is tight, you could certainly stagger them straight. Hips are to the front over this front leg. Tipping at the hip now. Starting with pyramid. And up. I said triangle, I know. Triangle, pyramid. Same shape, right? Exhale as you come down. Inhale as you come up. You should be feeling this in the front leg on your hamstring, yeah? Now let's go into triangle. Stepping back a little bit further. Straightening this leg without locking the knee. We're going to push back into our glute.
Push back, shift forward, reaching with this arm, reaching for the quad. You can hold on to the chair, calf, or the floor. Making your body flat, as if you were a piece of toast. Going in a toaster, stacking your hand, shoulder, shoulder, hand. Look at that hand up in the sky. Come back up. Overhead side stretch. Reach forward like you did for the triangle. Now, reach this arm up over. Because we did that little extension there, we have much more room to stretch. Excellent. Step it together. Sun salutation. The variation this time is a little bit different because we're going to do the cactus arms to open up the shoulders that we just released. Big inhale up. Exhale into cactus arms. Opening that chest nice and wide. Inhale up. Hands together. Prayer, come down towards your heart. Swan dive down to forward fold. Reach down towards the mat. Half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, step back into your plank. Going into down dog, single leg dog. On your knee or toe, ankle connect. Pulse, 2, 3, connect. Again, you can be on your knee, 2, 3, tap. If you're on your chair, pulse, 2, 3, tap. You got this. One more time. Pull that leg all the way through, step it in. Roll it up, starting with our pyramid on the other side. Feet perpendicular, hips to the front. Tipping over that front leg. And up. Exhale as you come down. Inhale as you come up. Exhale. Triangle pose. Stepping back a little bit deeper now. Straightening this leg without locking the knee. Tipping that hip back. Reach your arm forward. Coming down to your quad, calf, or the floor. Look at that beautiful sunset we have tonight. Feeling that good stretch. Come on up. Reach forward again. Overhead side stretch. Feeling that good stretch from your pinky all the way down to your hip bone. Step it in. Again, single leg down dog, ankle connect on the other side. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, step it away from your chair on your knees or toes if you're planking on the floor. Push back into your down dog. Heels towards the mat or the ground. Single leg dog on the second leg. Hips are square to the front. Pulse, 2, 3. Exhale, connect. Pulse, 2, 3. Exhale. Pulse, 2, 3. Nice strong plank at the finish. Last one. This time as we come up, we're pulling that leg all the way through. Step it in, roll it up. I forgot the cactus arms on that side. It's okay. All right, wrist stretch. Starting with your wrist pointing towards the outside. On your mat or the seat back, or the seat bottom of your chair if you're not getting down on the floor. Feet are shoulder width apart, side to side. As you get towards the outside of the mat, this is where I feel most of the stretch. Notice how it feels and what your mobility is in those wrists. Doing a lot of computer work, texting can cause wrist fatigue or pain. If you feel any pain during this, please stop or reduce your range of motion. Hands to the front. So your pointer fingers are facing the front. Fingers are spread nice and wide, kind of gripping the mat. You should almost feel this inside meaty part of your palm coming up like a suction. Rocking forward and back now. Notice where you're limited in your range of motion. Now we're turning our hands back. So your fingers are facing your body. Gonna get a good forearm stretch here. Again. Going into bear shoulder taps. Putting our hands with the palms to the front, pointer fingers facing the front of the room. Curling your toes under, come up onto your knees. If you're using your chair, bending your knees slightly, hovering here, engaging your core. Now, the closer your knees are to the floor, the more core engagement. Let's add a shoulder tap if you'd like. Engaging the core, trying not to rock your body. Last one, step it in, roll it up. Let's do those cactus arms this go round on our sun salutation. Inhale, exhale into cactus arms, opening the chest. Inhale, hands together. Exhale, prayer down to your hand, to your heart. Forward swan dive down towards the mat. Half lift. Shoulders back, nice and flat. Exhale, step it into plank on your chair, on your knees, or on the toes. We have 4 push-ups here, pressing through the palms. Nice range of motion. Create a long spine from your tailbone all the way up to your neck. Exhale as you press up. Down dog. Step it in. Roll those shoulders. Side lunge, starting our next position. So our feet are parallel. I'm facing my chair. If I need it for balance, it's here. Pushing back into the glute. Knee is behind the toe here. Front, back, big arm circle, like you're drawing a sun in the sky. Front, back, big arm circle. So you're gonna feel a stretch on this side as we reach here. Stretch on the other side as you come around. Isn't this a great stretch? One more. Great job. Step it together. Sun salutation. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, step it out to plank, away from your chair, on your knees or toes. Going into down dog here, press your heels towards the floor. Now we have the option in our down dog to reach towards our knee, shin, or the outside of our foot. Plank. Down dog, reach. Plank. Down dog, reach. Plank. Down dog, reach. Plank. Down dog, reach. Feeling your hamstring stretch as you do that reach. Last one. Great job. Side lunge on the other side. Facing out. Lunge front, back, big arm sweep. Front, back, reach around. Front, back, reach. Last one. Reach. Step it to the front of your mat. Sun salutation. We're going to repeat the one that we just did with the down dog reach. Forward fold. Half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, step away from your chair on your knees or toes if you're on the floor. Nice wide shoulders here. Push back into your down dog. Come heels towards the reach for that knee, shin, or ankle. Now you may notice if you try to reach down toward your toes, your ankle, the stretch is greater than at your knees. Check your range of motion. Do what feels good to you today. Exhale as we come into our plank. Plank, step it in. Roll it up. Big shoulder roll. Let's come down to the mat for the next activity. If you're in your chair today, you're going to do a seated cat-cow right here. Everyone else is on all fours in a quadruped position. Hands stacked under the shoulders. Exhale, look forward. Inhale, look at your toes, round and arch that back, stretching the back. Exhale. Allow your breath to dictate your movement. You don't have to go the same speed as me. Everyone's going at a different pace. Notice how your back feels in these stretches. If there's any area that's tight that you just need to let go of that tension. Pushing back into child's pose. Press back on your heels, reaching those arms forward. Feeling the opposing muscles of your butt pushing back on your heels and the pulling of your arms forward. If you're in the chair, you can forward fold over, reaching down as if you were reaching to tie your shoe. Allow your head to drop. Everyone come up slightly. Thread that shoulder through. Shoulder thread stretch. Reach with the other hand. Again, pushing back onto the bottom. Feel that good stretch in your shoulder. Still reaching as far as you can on the mat. Let's switch sides. Arm over the thighs, reaching forward. Stretch, still pressing your bottom onto your heels. If you're on the floor, you're coming onto your back, supine position. Seated in the chair, you're going to pull your knee up towards your chest here, and then you're going to do across your body like so. Driving that knee up towards the chest. Other leg is extended. Pull that knee across your body, extending your other arm in the opposite direction. Keep your eye on your arm that's extended as you drop your knee over. Breathe through the stretch. Feel that spinal twist. Allow the muscles to let go. Let's do that on the other side. Pulling the knee towards the chest. Stretch. Let's pull that knee across the body now. Other arm is extended. You're looking back at that arm, breathing through the stretch. Taking our legs in a crooked S position here. Hand is beside our leg, stacked under our shoulder, reaching up and over. Feeling that good stretch from your pinky to your side. If you'd like a little bit more, press up, pressing off the floor. Feeling that good stretch all the way down your side body. Drop down and let's reach in the opposite direction. Roll it up. Let's do that on the other side. If you're in the chair, you're doing the same thing right here, reaching up and over. If you want a little bit more, let's press our hip off the mat, being mindful that our hand is stacked under our shoulder. Drop it down, reach in the opposite direction and stretch. Roll it up. I'd like for you to find a comfortable position now, either seated in your chair or laying on the mat. You can lay with your legs bent or straight. Find something that's comfortable for you for our closing body scan and meditation. Slightly part your lips and relax your jaw. Allow the air to breathe you now. No effort at all. The air breathing you. Notice your whole body, all of the outer edges, all of the inner space. Notice your entire body. Feel the support of the earth in the chair or on the floor. Your whole body supported. Your whole body fully relaxing into that support. Fully relaxing into that support. Gently now, without any effort or movement, bring all awareness to your toes, all 10 toes. Be aware of your toes. The soles of your feet. Awareness in the soles of your feet. Now the tops of your feet. Notice your ankles, shins and calves, your knees, your thighs, what sensations you feel going through your muscles after our exercise. Both hips. Be aware of your hips. Your body calm and relaxed, joyful in what it has just accomplished, fully supported, the air breathing you. Bring your awareness now to your lower back, your mid-back, your shoulder blades, releasing any tension that you have, your upper back, the back of your neck, the back of your head, crown of your head, your forehead, releasing the tension of the day, any stress that you had, being focused in the moment before us. Be aware now of both ears, your temples, your eyebrows, both eyes, relaxed, relaxing tension from your cheekbones and jaw. Notice your collarbone, your chest as it rises and falls in relaxed breaths. Your shoulders, no tension there anymore, both shoulders. Upper arms and elbows, forearms and wrists, the back of your hands, the palm of your hands, fingers and thumbs. Full awareness at your abdomen, your ribs and side body, your heart center. Full awareness at your heart center as if there is a golden flame of light, like a candle flame, right behind your breastbone, illuminating you. If you wish, slowly fold your palms over your heart center. Breathe more deeply into that space now. Silently repeat your affirmation with a positive emotion from today. I am joyful. I am relaxed. I am healthy. I am thankful. Even deeper breathing now as your head gently floats from side to side. I am joyful. I am that. If you wish, reach up behind you, expand your whole body, breathe your whole body, wiggle your fingers and toes. Now hug your knees to your chest, hugging yourself, affirming yourself with your positive emotion as you do. If you're lying down, gently roll to one side, and when you're ready, press up to be seated. When you're ready, you may open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today for Sunset Yoga. I appreciate you, and I hope that this yoga session with our stretch, mobility, and recovery has made you feel rejuvenated, joyful, and relaxed. I thank you for coming. Please remember to share your sweaty selfie with me at Kella Price, at Healthy Fitness Life Coach, at SMR Stretch. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget to follow and get all of our full-length workouts on our SmashBod Healthy Fit channel. Thank you so much. You are a blessing. I appreciate you.